So all of Formula One's testing has been completed. This year they've had a shakedown at Barcelona and 2 3-day full-day tests at Bahrain's Sakhir International Circuit. So now it's time to look at some of the takeaways from those tests. Now Ferrari may be back for real. The Tifosi are getting very excited because Leclerc has been fast all week and they've been very good on the long runs. And they seem to have a very good system for the new race starts that they're doing this year. So Tifosi are getting very excited indeed. I personally really love it. F1 is a lot better when Ferrari are at the front. Two class F1 is back, where normally after regulation change you have the first few teams and then the midfield teams in the back lot miles behind, and we seem to have that back again. There's no real surprise really, especially with the privateer teams and the lower funded teams really, like the sakes of Haas and Williams, even though they've had more funding nowadays. You would expect that, and obviously with the new team, the Cadillac coming in as well, you'd expect them to struggle a bit more just because of inexperience and less funds as well. So you would expect that, but that's the key thing to look out for as well. Fernando Alonso had a nightmare about McLaren Honda 11 years ago now. It seems to have returned and followed him to Aston Martin, where they're very unreliable. Stroll only done 6 laps on the last day of testing, and they don't seem to have any much performance at all, as well as the two bases of the teams. Obviously, they have one in Silverstone, but their engine performance base, obviously because it's Honda, they're all the way in Japan, so they can't really work together. It's not like Mercedes where they're in Brackley and Brixworth, so they're in two bases that are very close together, so they can work in tandem with each other. And yeah, that's just. It'd be nice to see Fernando go out with a bang, but with what is pretty much going to be his last year in Formula One, it doesn't look promising at all. Like mentioned before, obviously we have Cadillac. They are coming into Formula One with Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas, two returnees, which is a very good baseline for a brand new team proper. And it's just fantastic to see new manufacturers as well as Audi come in as well. Obviously taking over Sauber, with Nico Hulkenberg and Gabriel Bortoleto, and Ford powering up the Red Bull teams. We have a new Mercedes customer in Alpine. They have ditched their own engine program after leaving the World Endurance Championship as well with a hypercar category, and now fighting Williams for the last place for the Mercedes powered teams. And that's going to be an interesting fight this year, because if they build a decent chassis with it being an engine formula, you can be up there. These questions are going to be answered on qualifying day for the Australian Grand Prix, March 7th.